Hey, what is up guys? This is Geometrical bringing you another video, and today we're going to be talking about something that I'm really glad that I get to bring to you guys, and that is how Twitter affects esports or Call of Duty in general. And the reason I'm saying I'm really glad that I get to bring this to you guys is because if you watch my introduction video, if you watch my videos, you will know that, sorry guys, that's how I'm wearing my headset, I know it looks dumb, but I'm just used to it. You will know that I have been playing competitive Call of Duty since Black Ops 1. And I've been playing Call of Duty in general since COD 4. And I kind of have noticed a lot of things changing, a lot of transitions that people have made. Some of them I like and some of them I don't. I'm not really sure about if I like or if I don't like what's happened, what we're going to talk about today. But let's get right into it. So, we're going to be talking about how Twitter affects Call of Duty. And what I mean is, basically, teams, if you're getting picked up by a team or an organization, most of the time it is going to be over Twitter. And I don't know. It used to be a little bit different. You had to find people. But I think that Twitter made it a little bit easier for people to get recognized in a way and get picked up by teams. So that is a good effect of what happened. But I'm going to start explaining a little bit of what bad that happened. So basically, an organization that picks you up over Twitter will, of course, look at how many Twitter followers you have. That is because the more Twitter followers you have, the more attention you can bring to their organization and to their team and so on, so on, so on. And also sponsors, if you're looking to get sponsors as a solo person or if you're looking to get sponsors for your team, the amount of followers on that team's Twitter or the amount of followers on your Twitter will really affect that sponsor's decision. I've had sponsors when I had a smaller Twitter and I wasn't really that known in the community. I had sponsors that would turn me down no matter how good I was at the game, of course, no matter how many subscribers I had, no matter how many Twitch followers I had, because they'd see that I only had around 200 to 300 Twitter followers, which to some people is a lot, but to sponsors that have 11,000, so on, it's not that much. So you should be seeing a picture here of some statistics of following in the esports community of different orgs and different teams. So today we're going to cover mostly the North American teams. The European teams I'm not really going to cover much because I don't really know much about European teams because, of course, I'm not a European player. I do know teams such as Vitality, as you can see there. I have heard of Light and Pandas. I've heard of all these teams. I just don't know much about them. So looking straight off the bat, you will notice that Optic and Optic Nation have a much larger following than any other team. And honestly, this kind of surprised me that Optic Nation beats Evil Genius in following, but then again, when you think about it, Optic Nation is still part of Optic, obviously, so their following is going to be, pretty big. But Optic just blows every other team out of the water in following in social media. And to me, I don't know if I agree with that because there are other teams that are more successful than them. But, I don't know. Just because a team's successful, I guess that doesn't mean that they gain fans, which, that's in every sport, I guess. So you should be seeing another picture now of the NA teams following, and it's Optic against every other team. And as you can see, the green is obviously Optic, and they have more Twitter followings. I don't know why I keep saying Twitter following than any other team combined, and that's crazy. But then again, you also are comparing them with teams such as Rise, Noble, Justice, which are good teams, don't get me wrong at all. They are very good teams, but they just don't have that kind of a following, or they aren't as known as Optic are. And you should be seeing here, this is something that really interested me because I think there's a lot of different reasons that go into this, is that the NA team compared to the NA following compared to the European following is insane. Basically, I think that maybe esports in general has more attention on the NA side than in the European side. Maybe more people care about esports. But I don't know. Maybe just in the European teams, people don't care as much on Twitter. I don't know how to explain it. But you can definitely see that NA has a lot more following than EU. And then also you'll see that Vitality almost has half of the following of the European teams, which I'm trying to remember if Vitality is the one with is the team with Gotaga on it, because if they are, then that explains that, but I don't know if they are. I'll have to look into that. But basically, guys, I don't know if I agree with this. I definitely think that it made it more viable for people to get on teams and people to be found on teams, just to get noticed at all in the community. But I don't think that Call of Duty and you being picked up by a team should be based on how many Twitter followers you have. I don't know. That's just me. I think it should be based off of how good you are at the game. But, I guess everyone has their different opinions. I want you guys to tell me your opinions in the comment section below. This has been Geometrical, and I'll see you guys in the next video.